is up, ladies and gentlemen? I welcome you to a brand new Podcastrophe show. It's called 30%, and it is a review show. As you've probably watched and listened a few times before, I've reviewed some CDs, some albums. Occasionally, I'll review a movie or a TV show on the actual Podcastrophe show. But this is I figured I'd just go ahead and dedicate an entire little series, show, video thing to that. So this is 30% reviews. As a lot of people know, I don't put more than 30% of effort into anything. And the joke goes all the way back to well, it's been a joke for a while that I half-ass a lot of things, and I don't really put a lot of effort into anything. So there's just this thing happened at work when I was doing something, and I was doing something on the car door, and for whatever reason, my mind just said stop. It just said stop, don't go any further, even though I still had the entire rest of the door. It's like I had the length or the height of the door to shoot a bead of sealer, and I just stopped about 30% of the way down. And I don't know why. It just happened. So my friend and fellow network host Brandon Stone of Game Addicts Podcast and the OGs Podcast, he's like, wow, this is a perfect representation of your usual work, 30%. So it's just been a running joke ever since, the whole 30% thing. So I decided that, my reviews, they're never really in depth. They're always just whatever. And it's usually just, hey, check this CD out. I really like it. I like it for this, and this. So it's just like a matter of, it never goes in depth, and I only review things that I like. So it's funny to me. Might be funny to you. Who knows? But so yeah, again, just decided I'm going to give that a name, 30% reviews right here on Podcastrophe. So be on the lookout. I'm going to try to do a bunch of these while we're in, because this is day 4 of my coronavirus quarantine. And by that, I mean, I don't have it. I haven't been in contact with it that I know of. But my work shut us down for a week. We got 1 week paid. And basically I've just sat at home. I think I've left the house like maybe once or twice, just go get groceries and stuff. But for the most part, I've just been chilling here. Like yesterday, I did nothing but play Monster Hunter and watch YouTube videos. I'm educating myself on beard oil and stuff like that. Been monitoring the current situation involving coronavirus, COVID-19. So that's been a lot of fun. As you can see, if you're watching the live feed or recording of this, my cat is just, who knows what he's doing. Baxter's just chilling on the couch. He's on the casting couch, and that sounds kind of weird, but it is what it is. So for the very first episode of Podcastrophe, 30% reviews, I'm reviewing Podcastrophe. Yeah, that's right. I'm reviewing my own show right here on the Journey into Comics Network. Who'da thunk? So Podcastrophe, it's this show where we get together and we just bullshit. We talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. Sometimes it gets serious. A lot of the time, it's just stupid, and it's fun, and it's just like that perfect podcast of, if you want to come hang out with us, that's the spot to do it. That's the spot. I originally I didn't originally conceive Podcastrophe. That goes to my friend Nick Torres. We were originally going to do this together. It never ended up happening, and then later down the road, I decided, here I am. I want to do a podcast. I'm just going to go ahead and use the Podcastrophe name. It's already there. Why not? So I used that name, started the podcast. We are 130 episodes in. Like I would say that's pretty successful. I don't care how many downloads I get. I don't care how many people watch the show live. That I feel accomplished knowing that we've gotten 130 episodes and counting. We are still going. We are still going strong. It's a little slower. That number is going to be going up a little slower now that we're bi-weekly, which bi-weekly gives me time to do shows like this. So pretty excited for that. I'm hoping to get a bunch of reviews down. They might be 3 to 5 minutes long. They're probably not going to be lengthy reviews. Just get the information out there, and who knows. So, yeah, Podcastrophe. It's a pretty good show. I highly recommend it. So, yeah, check out Podcastrophe on, Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can also check out Podcastrophe on the Journey into Comics Network feed, and you can get them on all those things I just listed, plus Stitcher Radio, plus Google Play Podcast, whatever. You can check out Podcastrophe on there too, along with all the other great shows. Yeah. You can also catch Podcastrophe live every other Wednesday around 5:30 Eastern Standard Time on Facebook and Twitch. We're no longer live on YouTube. I've been recording these for YouTube, and I got some video editing software today so that I can, put a little flair and pizzazz on them, and YouTube can get its own special video. I just thought that'd be a cool idea and a great way to put ourselves out there rather than live streams on YouTube. Because I don't know if the algorithm for YouTube really helps out live streams. So it is what it is. So, again, thank you for listening, and check out Podcastrophe. I give it a full 30%. I don't know if that's going to be the scale. I don't know. It's going to be kind of similar to the whole 5 out of 7 scale, where 5 out of 7 is perfect. It's a perfect score. 30%. Perfect. That sounds so dumb. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, check out Podcastrophe and make every day a big dick day. Bye, guys.